All right. What's up, everybody? Good afternoon, good morning. Welcome. We have some videos that we have to watch. There's this story that's been going viral. I've been seeing it for the last couple of days pop up in my feed over and over again. And it's about this situation which we're about to watch. There's three actually, that we're going to watch. Because there's the video that I think the guy uploaded from inside his car. And then there is the police video, body cam that was released. We'll take a look at that. And then there's a press conference. And so they're saying this guy, so this happened February 19. Okay, I don't know why this is viral now. February 19, 2025. The police just responded, I believe, yesterday. This guy, William McNeil Jr., a black man, everywhere, it's a black man, was pulled over in Jacksonville, Florida, reportedly for having headlights off in daylight. I didn't even know that was a thing. You can get in trouble for that. Do the headlights have to be on during the day? I don't understand. And not wearing a seatbelt. McNeil was asking, he requested, and he asked why and requested for a supervisor. Then he started recording, and then all the craziness ensues. So we're going to check it out because there was a press conference. They said during a news conference Monday, Sheriff T.K. Waters said that the officer's action did not violate criminal law. So let's check it out. I don't know. Then we'll start with this one first.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like,
what? Okay. Oh, under the weather, I guess. If it's raining, I guess it looks kind of cloudy.
There's multiple people headlights off, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Huh? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Oh, they broke it. We're bringing you out one way or another. So they pulled him over for not having his headlights on. I guess during the day, but I guess because it's the weather. I don't know if that's a law. I'm gonna have to look that up. And then the seatbelt thing, and then it went from one thing to another.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir? Step out. What is your reason? Step out now. All right. No.
Oh, Lord. And by the way, viewer discretion advised. They're gonna, hit him and stuff like that. But this is body cam, police rule. We're gonna take a look at the other video too. They released this video.
I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida, in Duval. Those cops will beat you and put false charges just to arrest you. SMH.
I used to live in Jacksonville, Florida. Duval cops will beat you and put false charges on you just to arrest you. Damn. Thank you for the 5. Elvis Gal, thank you so much for the 5 memberships you gifted before the stream started. I appreciate that. And thank you for your 2-year membership.
Stop fighting! Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. I'm resisting. Hands behind your back. What's wrong with you?
Oh, shit.
I was putting my hands behind my back.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
I'm fucking tooth and shit, bro. I was doing it, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro.
You have a lawful reason, bro.
Big knife center in here, too.
You gonna throw me phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
Too late.
It ain't gonna too late.
When they asked you to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit.
Sir, your partner didn't even ask.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is.
So why close the door if you see him pull up?
Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, bro. I didn't do nothing.
It's called resisting, idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong, sir. Can you back me up to the car so I can lean up? Shut up. When he pulled me up.
Okay, so that's the video that I seen that was going viral. Now there's this that we're going to take a look at, and then we're also going to watch the press conference. This is from, I believe, the dash cam.
Echo Charlie Whiskey on a silver Kia. I don't know like this.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights, and it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
27, 35. I'm cooperative dog driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
Oh no. The closing the door thing, oof, we gotta be careful with that shit because they could take that as a threat. Oh, you're gonna go pull out a gun or something, shoot me. The way cops are getting shot now. Okay, so he's saying he pulled him over because of his headlights in inclement weather that wasn't on. I've never heard of that before, but maybe it is a thing. I don't know. I have to look it up. The headlights thing and no seatbelt supposedly, and so he's like, well, why are you pulling me over? He did tell him. In the shorter clip, it looks like he doesn't say anything, doesn't give him a reason, but here he does.
Yes, sir.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I don't have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights, and it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
27, 35. I'm cooperative dog driver. I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle.
Oh, jeez.
25 seconds. For 9-4, the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
Call your supervisor.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just screaming out the thing. And so there is some law in Florida legally required to turn on your headlights between sunset and sunrise, including dawn, dusk, during rain, fog, smoke, regardless of the day. Okay. This also applies to smoke and dense fog or anytime visibility drops below 1,000 feet.
If anybody responding, come in from Commonwealth, block the vehicle, please.
Well, I'm coming west on Commonwealth. I'll be there in a second.
Keep your hands where I can see them, sir.
So I don't know. It looks cloudy, but I don't know if it's foggy. You know?
My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, for a second, I thought he was going to ram him. Stop right in front.
Sir, this is your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit or we are going to break the window.
Well, we're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need to comply.
No, he's under arrest.
Hey, I'll lock the car. I'm going to push it up.
Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting.
Can you unlock the door and step out? I will. Can you step out? You're being done. If there's a traffic stop being conducted, you're required to comply.
Vehicle's locked in.
Yes.
He's locked it up. He's putting the window down.
Correct.
I tried to talk to
Okay. So what did he ask for when he I guess,
when he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? And then I said, so what I did wrong? He said, well, for one, your head.
Of course, you put your lights on in inclement weather despite time of day woman facepalming.
Big driver's ed, man. You know how old I am? You know how old I am, and I don't even have to think about it. The lights just turn on their own, man. We're in the future now. We're in the future. I don't have to manually turn on the lights. If it was raining hard, I'd probably turn them on. But I think they do it automatically now. I mean, I don't know. The last time was probably my Honda Accord that I manually controlled the lights when needed, you know. But I didn't know it was against the law.
Lights are off under this weather. I'm like, there's multiple people headlights.
Okay, that's still
and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Hey.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hand.
Let me get myself out of the way. Man, I mean, the last time I did some kind of test, bro, I mean, I got my learner's permit. I don't know, I was 16, 17 years old. I got my shit a long time ago, before maybe you were born, unless you're older.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here.
1033 at 1621 hours.
So this guy goes, takes it. They were warning him. So, but they actually, when he did it, they broke the window.
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands.
Here.
1033 at 1621 hours.
What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now.
All right. No,
jeez. Oh my God.
Put your hands behind your back! Hands behind your back! What's wrong with you?
What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was on.
Ain't no talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
I was doing, bro. What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, bro.
Yes, bro. Yes.
That's a lawful reason, bro. You look on my phone like that, bro?
Yeah, I'm gonna take it off of you, bro.
In Massachusetts, there's specific areas that has a lot of fog. It is required you put your lights on. Some people are so extra and just can't comply. You can fight it in court.
Well, with this situation, I was thinking about that. He could have easily fought this in court. I don't know how far it would have gone. The cops probably wouldn't even have showed up to the court date. This would have been nothing.
And I'm just trying to have a regular conversation with y'all, bro.
That's not how it works.
When they asked me to step out of the vehicle, you should have done that shit. So your partner didn't even act.
Marijuana in his right pocket.
Yes, it is. So why close the door if you see him pull up? Because, man, what you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, but I didn't do nothing.
Don't resist, you idiot.
I didn't do nothing wrong. Can you back me up to the cop car clean up? Sit up. You a bunch of
Supposedly Ben Crump spoke on this too. We're gonna watch the press conference next. Ben Crump Law website posts the full press conference announcement. All right, I'll look for that when we play the next video. I think he posted something somewhere. Ben Crump on the case. Oh, here's the. Well, he posted the viral video.
57. Approximately 30-year-old Bravo 9. Last race. I did.
So that's the thing. The viral video, all they show this part, but it's not the whole picture. You know, so you see this part and it just looks like, whoa, they just walked up and started wilding out. This guy did escalate and break the window, but they were warning him they were going to do that. I don't know what you're supposed to do in this case. Well, punching him too. He didn't need to punch him. I think he punched and beat the shit out of him in his face. He didn't need to do that. His concussion, chipped tooth, 9 stitches in his lip. The stop was because the headlights were off at 4 p.m. Even though you can see the video, it was still light outside. So clearly this attorney is either pretending to be dumb or using that to kind of convince and trick people, because there is laws. There's laws. It's just something I never thought about. I've never had an encounter where it's like, yo, your headlight, because I don't even think about it. The sensors and everything, if it's dark or whatever outside, it turns on. And then just common sense. You know, if it's really dark and it's raining or it's pouring, if somehow my lights didn't turn on, which they do, the last 2 cars that they do automatically, I would do it myself. So it's never even a thought for me. So I don't know if this attorney is just playing dumb. And it says, this is just another example of police brutality and excessive force. Let's praise this young king for his composure. Now let's make sure the policeman is sued and jailed. Black officer should be ashamed of himself. Cancel him. The black cop is the biggest dweeb. It's looking like a 5 to 10 million lawsuit to me. Okay. This is the guy that punched him. I think, is he talking about it? He said, you good? I guess he punched him so many times, his fists are like hurting. Look at the bottom right. I'm going to rewind it a little bit.
67, approximately 30-year-old problem on last race.
I did.
There you go.
I know. We should put some gloves on though.
Should have put some gloves on.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You good?
Okay, so let's see what the officials had to say, and then I'll try to find Ben Crump, because sometimes that's entertaining. Sometimes Ben Crump, I don't know. But this story is like all over the place. I was like, I guess I'll cover it because it's been kind of slow lately. So I figured, let me just, when it's kind of slow, it's just, we'll just come and talk, shoot the shit, talk about whatever. Let's see. Okay, let's see what he said over here.
So, good evening. Of course, I'm Sheriff T.K. Waters. This is Director Ed Cayenne from our Director of Homeland Security and Investigations. Our integrity unit also falls underneath him. That's why he's joining me up here this evening. Today, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office is releasing information regarding the circumstances of William Anthony McNeil Jr.'s arrest on February 19th of 2025. Yesterday, while I was in church, JSO became aware that cell phone camera footage purportedly of this arrest was circulating on social media. At my direction, the agency immediately began both a criminal and administrative review of the officer's actions. These administrative reviews are ongoing, but the State Attorney's Office has determined that none of the involved officers violated criminal law.
Whoa.
Even though the administrative review has yet to be completed, we are releasing the body-worn camera footage today because Officer Bowers has consented to its release and waived his officer's bill of rights pertaining to the discrete piece of evidence. Because the administrative review is pending, the officer's bill of rights prevents me from releasing any additional information beyond these videos, as it is confidential under Florida Statute 112.532. As JSO's leader, I have vowed to be open and transparent with the public that we serve. Whether the information shared reflects well in this agency or not, I have always done my very best to tell the public exactly what's going on within the agency. When there are allegations of officer misconduct, our agency thoroughly investigates those allegations. When allegations of officer misconduct are sustained, we hold officers accountable, as I've done many times in the past. In this case, the cell phone camera footage that began viral circulation over the weekend does not comprehensively capture the circumstances surrounding this incident, and that is to be expected. Part of that stems from the distance and perspective of the recording cell phone camera. Another part of it stems from the fact that the cell phone camera did not capture the events that preceded Officer Bowers' decision to arrest McNeil. Moreover, cameras can only capture what can be seen and heard. So much context and depth are absent from recorded footage because the camera simply cannot capture what is known to the people depicted in it. As a 33-year law enforcement officer, I understand the importance of thorough and complete investigations. One piece of evidence considered in a vacuum without any context can lead to skewed conclusions. When incomplete cell phone camera footage becomes the basis on which public opinion turns, the results can be equally faulty. A rush to judgment, whether it be in a criminal investigation or in a court of public opinion, can lead to flawed conclusions. Tonight, I'm sharing the footage from the body-worn cameras of the arresting officer, Officer D. Bowers, and two of the assisting officers, Officer D. Miller and Officer G. Curse, so that the public has more complete understanding of this incident. Before I deliver the currently available information and play the relevant body-worn camera, I want to be clear about something. Yes, there absolutely was force used by the arresting officers, and yes, that force is ugly. But as I've said many times before, the reality is that all force, all violence is ugly. And just because force is ugly does not mean it's unlawful or contrary to policy. But moreover, I want to provide the public with some background information pertinent to this incident. Since January 1st, 2025, Jacksonville Sheriff's Office has been involved in 38,805 traffic stops. Even as I speak, that number is climbing. The overwhelming majority of these tens of thousands of traffic stops were made without incident. After this traffic stop on February 19, 2025, McNeil was arrested for resisting a police officer without violence, driving on a suspended driver's license, and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana.
Hold up. Wait, what? Hold up. Skirks! I need to get the sound effects on. What?
The overwhelming majority of these tens of thousands of traffic stops were
made
without incident.
What the hell?
After this traffic stop on February 19, 2025, McNeil was arrested for resisting a police officer without violence, driving on a suspended driver's license, and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana.
Oh, no, come on.
Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
Oh, no.
On February 20th, 2025, McNeil pled guilty to and was adjudicated guilty of resisting a police officer without violence and driving on a suspended driver's license. Those pleas of guilty were accepted by a local judge who found them to have been factual basis and to have been voluntarily made by McNeil. After the resolution of this criminal case, McNeil took custody of his cell phone, the one he presumably used to record the footage that was shared on social media, on March 5th, 2025. At no time, February to now, did McNeil contact JSO to file a complaint, nor share with the agency the cell phone footage that is circulated on social media. As I said earlier, immediately upon becoming aware of this footage, JSO began a criminal and administrative investigations into the incident. Had McNeil filed a complaint, JSO would have started this investigation at that time. But we were not aware of this allegation or of improper use of force before this weekend. As this is agency's pattern of practice in any circumstances of use of force, the relevant body-worn camera footage was reviewed by multiple levels of supervision. However, as you'll see in short order, the body-worn camera footage does not capture Officer Bowers' response to resistance when McNeil was seated in the driver's seat. As I explained, although the State Attorney's Office has deemed it not criminal, the response to resistance is now subject of a pending administrative review to determine if Bowers' conduct violated JSO policy. The law requires that a person comply with the police officer's commands during a traffic stop. This is extremely important. There are not options. If you disagree, take care of it someplace else, but not on the side of the road. No one enjoys being the subject of a traffic stop, and there are times in which citizens dispute circumstances of their stops. But the law is clear. A person must comply with an officer's commands, even if that person disagrees with that officer's reason for the stop. Within 21 seconds of his civil stop or civil traffic infractions, driving without illuminated headlights during the rain or failure to wear a seatbelt, McNeil refused to provide stopping officers with his driver's license and registration.
Maybe because it was suspended, I guess.
14 seconds later, he locked his car door and refused to exit the vehicle, despite being told many times that he was under arrest. Moreover, McNeil was warned 7 times that he needed to open the door and exit because he was under arrest for resisting an officer without violence, or police would be forced to break his car window. Soon after McNeil was outside his car, officers found a large, unsheathed serrated knife on the driver's side floorboard. Now I'll play relevant portions of the body-worn camera of the 3 officers, Officer Bowers, the stopping and arresting officer.
I'm just kidding.
Officer
I'm kidding.
Miller, the second responding officer who spoke to McNeil from the passenger side of the vehicle, and Officer Curse, one of the assisting officers.
Two things: you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. It is not raining. It's not raining.
This is
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. Excuse me?
So he said it's not raining. He I guess seems like he knew the law, somewhat the law at least. He said it's not raining.
I've already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No, step out of the vehicle.
Man, that's brazen to just close the door like that. Wow.
Yep. Everybody responding, coming from Commonwealth, you want to be with this. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. My camera's on too. I've already told you. Okay. Okay. Right now you're under arrest for resisting. You understand? You're under arrest for resisting. The longer you take us on, the worse it's going to be. Keep your hands where I can see them, sir. Okay. Sir, it's your last warning to open the vehicle and exit before we're going to break the window. Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window. Open the door and exit, or we are going to break the window. No, he's under arrest. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Open the door and exit. You are under arrest for resisting. Vehicle's locked in. He's locked it up. Put the window down and try to talk to Hey, I'm about to break the window. I'm about to break the window. Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hands. Here.
Jeez.
Call you. What do you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was going, hold on, talking now, man. Ain't no talking. You're under arrest. That's what's going on. Yes, bro. Yes.
Good moving around. You weren't trying to have a conversation because you closed the door.
It's be Officer Miller.
So they're showing every cop's. Oh, yeah, we saw that too. This guy walked up.
We're conducting a traffic stop right now. You need to comply. Hey, I'll lock the car. I'm gonna push it up.
They don't want him to leave either.
Can you unlock the door and step out? I will. Can you step out? You're being done. There's a traffic stop being conducted. You're required to comply. So, yes. Correct. Huh? Okay. So what did he ask for when he I guess talked to you?
He pulled me over.
Yeah.
Opened my door because my window don't work.
Oh yeah.
And then I said, so what I did wrong?
Yeah.
He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like,
Okay.
there's multiple people here.
Okay, that's still a legitimate reason to pull somebody over.
There's no rain.
It doesn't matter.
But there, to be fair, there's water drops. It might not be raining now, maybe, but there's water drops in the car. It looks like.
You're still required to have headlights on. Huh?
And he's saying there's a bunch of other people driving without the headlights.
Step out of the car, I will. Huh? Alright, go for it.
Fuck it.
Exit the vehicle now! Exit the vehicle! Show me your hand. Here.
What's your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now. Alright.
Behind your back! I'm resisting! Behind your back! What's wrong with you?
2574, left 1033, one custody.
Stop! We're not talking now, man! Ain't no talking! You're under arrest. Yes, bro, yes! Yeah, let's take it off you, bro.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. didn't even ask.
Marijuana in your right pocket.
Yes, it is. So why close the door if you see him pull up? Because, man, what do you mean? He talking about arresting me and stuff, but I didn't do nothing wrong. Resisting, idiot. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Camera rolling there.
Get back up to the car, clean up. Sit up.
Okay.
I did. You did? I know. You should have put some gloves on, bro.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here.
Huh? You see that, John?
What? The knife?
Knife? Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, I see it.
You got a knife in there. Oh, God. Oh, why? That's right.
A lot of flat sticks. From you? Yeah, see that knife?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest concerns. And you see what's right there, posting.
But they got some weed. What's that? Oh, that's a knife? What is that? Oh, the knife. Oh. Damn, what's going on? Oh, that's all the glass that broke. Oh, Lord almighty.
So I've said many times before, social media is not reality. One video clip devoid of context can be very misleading. Given that McNeil never brought this incident to JSO's attention, but rather pushed the cell phone camera footage that he had in his possession since March 5th out on social media, one can only assume, and I'm saying I assume,
money
that
grab?
he intended to inflame the public. The administrative process is still ongoing, and as
clout chase,
such,
money bag.
I will neither defend nor commend Officer Bauer's response to resistance until all the facts are known and the investigation is completed. However, as the leader of this agency, I will not remain silent while important facts and information are buried to advance an anti-police agenda. The truth is, William McNeil Jr. was non-compliant with JSO officers within 21 seconds after he was stopped for multiple civil infractions. His non-compliance quickly rose to the level of criminal resistance to a police officer. McNeil was arrested and pled guilty to resisting a police officer without violence. Force absolutely looks ugly. And because all force is ugly, whether or not the officer involved acted within outside JSO policy, that's still what we're investigating. The State Attorney's Office, once again, has reviewed the case materials and determined that Officer Bauer's actions are not criminal. Now, JSO will conduct a thorough investigation to determine whether Officer Bowers acted appropriately with respect to JSO policy. When an officer does wrong, and I think every one of you know this and everyone that's listening, I will stand up here and tell you straight. And likewise, when officers justifiably use force, I'll stand up here also and I'll tell you straight. I ask the public for its patience as the administrative process is completely, competently completed. Once we've determined whether Officer Bowers acted within policy or not, I will immediately share that determination with the public. Out of an abundance of caution, pending the outcome of this administrative review, Officer Bowers has been stripped of his law enforcement authority. Effective immediately, all video footage presented in this briefing is available on all JSO social media platforms, YouTube, and JSO's transparency page. So I'll be glad to answer any questions you may have right now. Yeah, Eric? Yes, sir.
I know that he was charged with resisting arrest without violence.
Yep.
But there was, when I go back and look at the other video from the cell phone video,
yeah,
I can understand the officer punching the window out. But what I don't understand is, and I know you said that this was not ruled criminal, sucker punching the guy in the jaw.
First of all, let me stop you.
Yeah, punch him in the front of his face. Why you got a sucker punch him?
Not a sucker punch. I'm not excusing that administratively. I'm going to say that to you one more time. I'm not excusing that administratively. There are things that we definitely need to look at. But the context of this video should tell you everything you need to know.
Well, again, I take it. It looks like it's a sucker punch because he's looking straight and you see this.
Right.
Okay, and then you see them pull him out, and then you see a couple of punches to the face. Now, again, I understand breaking the window, but he charged him with resisting arrest without violence. So I saw a lot of violence. I think the public saw a lot of violence against somebody that was not violent.
Well, first of all, Eric, don't try to talk the public into what they saw. They just saw the same videos you saw.
Oh.
So what we're doing, what I'm saying is that it is what it is. This is the information that I want to share with the public in context without a short clip. It's very important to do that because it provides a lot of information to the public.
And you brought up
It's important, let me finish. It's important for the people to know that you're not allowed to resist a police officer when he's doing his lawful duties. It's been dealt with in several different times. You don't resist when you're doing your lawful duties. You don't deserve to get violated, but you deserve to get what's necessary to get you under control and get you and take you into custody. Sure. So I'll leave there. I'll go ahead.
One of the
Jake.
discrepancies people are seeing.
Pasley says, so the officer was let go, but this man said he did nothing wrong. So I think it's just a temporary thing until the investigation is done. Have you guys had any bad cop experiences in the chat? I don't think I had. I mean, there was one time where this guy I wasn't stopped. I was leaving one of my old apartment complexes. I guess there was like an accident. Somebody's body was dragged from one side, a motorcycle accident, to the other side of the road. Like literally his body was scraped across. And so they kind of had like the entrance / exit. It's all the same, the one way. Somewhat blocked, but not really. The one part was blocked, the other part wasn't. So I thought maybe the other part was a way to get out. And I worked at the hospital at that time, so I needed to get to work. And so I'm leaving, and the guy like, hey, what are you doing? He's just like screaming crazy, man. I don't know if he's on something, some Addies or testosterone, steroids. I don't know what. He like put his hand on his hip and shit. Like, bro, relax, motherfucker. And so I just said, I'm not going to work, I guess, until they clear it. But I'm not taking away from anybody's experiences. I'm just saying me personally. I haven't really had any, like, I've actually been treated pretty fairly. Like, I've had a couple of tickets. I've been treated pretty fairly. I was given a warning. The last time I was stopped, I was given a warning. I think I was going too fast or something. He was nice to just give me a warning. And I don't know. There was one time many, many years ago, probably like 2 decades ago, where I had a system in my car. I have a system in my current car now too, but that's still in the shop. That's a whole nother story. But I got pulled over one time. I think it was for speeding too, like 10 miles over the thing or whatever. And when I pulled over, I turned down the music, and the cop was like, "Thank you. Like, I really appreciate that. Like, some people don't do that." And I just thought that was common sense. I didn't think there was any special courtesy with that. But you know, everybody's different, I guess. Some people, I guess, just keep blasting the music. Sir, you're being pulled over. You know?
The police report and what we saw in the video, even what we saw in that video was the allegation that McNeil had reached down for the knife. That was in the police report.
Where'd you see, what police report did you see that in?
In the arrest report for McNeil, that was stated that the officer saw him, reach for the knife that was on the floorboard. The video that was posted to social media, and even in there, I couldn't see any clear indication. I mean, do you see that when you're watching?
No, actually, I don't see where
it's butter me up to write me the ticket. Yeah. Oh, thank you, sir. By the way, here's your ticket.
Hands are. I can't assume, Jake. No one can assume. I operate, and we operate off facts and facts alone. I can't make assumption. All I can go by when I read those things is what's stated in the report. I'm not saying whether it's true or whether it's not. I'm saying no one sees his hands at that point. He says, put your hands up. then his hands come up. But it was after the strike to the face. Like I said, again, I'm not trying this case.
I personally couldn't imagine like throwing a tangent door. No, I'm not gonna do it. No, and I'm like slam the door closed. I'm not giving you my license. I couldn't imagine acting like that. I couldn't imagine. If whatever the kid. It was a long time ago too. I had a. I think my license was suspended because of my insurance. I didn't pay the insurance. I didn't even know this when I was working in the hospital, and so. Somebody had actually hit me. Somebody had hit me, rear-ended me. My car went out into the middle of the road, and then we pulled over, and then that's when I found out. The cops are still really nice, even though they gave me a ticket. He's like, you're not supposed to drive your car, but, you know, when we leave, there's nothing we can do. So I just drove back to the house after that, and I worked at the hospital. Sometimes they'll give you leeway. If they know you work at the hospital, they'll try to, like, work with you sometimes. And they were somewhat nice, I guess, but I could never imagine, like, no, I'm not getting out, no, and like slamming the door, no, I'm not coming now, no, and just like making a fuss and then handcuff. I mean, I've never been arrested. It's a miracle. I've never been arrested, but I just can't imagine, no, and then they're like handcuff me, no, let me go, ah! Ah! Like I just could never imagine doing that, because I would just go to court. All right, we're gonna handle this in court or whatever. And for something small, like a little traffic infraction, those cops might not even show up. To be honest with you, they might not even show up to your court thing. It's whatever, you know? And the situation with this guy, maybe he spoke to a lawyer or something. Maybe, I don't know, because he got his phone back in March. The video, I think, dropped this weekend, and it was viral. It went viral, blowing up. So I don't know if he just threw it out there just to throw it out there. Or did he talk with a lawyer? He's like, oh, maybe you can get something out of this. Maybe we can get you some compensation. You know? I don't know.
In front of the public. I'm trying to give the public the information in context of what happened. No one saw his hands at that point. Don't know what happened from there, but that's part of the investigative process. Yes, ma'am.
So did officers take custody of the cell phone that he was using to record the incident?
Yes. Put it in the property room.
That also was not in the report.
But he got it back with all the information still on it.
The only thing I could think of, if his license was really suspended, maybe he was just like not wanting to face at the time. Maybe he just didn't want to face. He didn't want to give his driver's license because it was suspended, so he didn't want to face the consequences. Maybe, I don't know. I think he might have been able to get away with this thing. Well, I guess he obviously didn't. I guess. Well, I think he pled guilty. He could have just said, listen, man, it was barely, I don't know, it was cloudy outside. There's a couple of raindrops on my car or something. Like, why do I have to pay this? Or why did I get this ticket? I don't know.
So, can I get back to the sucker punch?
The young lady back there had a question.
Yeah, you heard the guy in the back. They're like ignoring the guy. He said, hey, sir, can I get back to the sucker punch?
We'll get back to you in a second, Eric.
So did this incident rise to the level that a response to resistance report was generated?
Yes.
Has that been reviewed?
So here's a process. When force is used, a response to resistance report is written. It goes to the supervisors. The supervisors then, at that point, review body cam footage. So they would have reviewed this. But you can't see, admittedly, you can't see the strike at all. So it's very difficult. Had they seen that, it probably would have risen to another level to where somebody else would have gone further. Which is why we didn't really know at that time that all this had taken place. I'm a big believer in being honest and upfront. And if something like that happens, I'm going to tell you about it, like everything else that we've done. But it's very...
Oh, they're having a press conference tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll follow up on this story. So Ben Crump, he does have, I saw you guys saying in the chat, he does have Ben Crump, and I was looking on the website, trying to find out where the video was at, but he hasn't even spoken yet. They said Wednesday's news conference from his attorneys, William McNeil, attorney Ben Crump, and attorney Harry Daniels. July 23rd, 10 a.m. Eastern. So tomorrow they're going to have a press conference at a church. I think he probably just dropped this video. Maybe he was advised, let's test the waters, let's make some waves, let's get some attention and see where this goes. Maybe he gets a settlement. I don't know if these guys are going to settle, but
Important to make sure we get this stuff out here in context so folks can see it. Yes, ma'am.
Sheriff, what are your thoughts on the video that was posted on social media? And here's one of the officers kind of turns off the video, turns off what's being recorded. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know that he turned it off. I know that at some point we stopped it, but we wanted to make sure you got a chance to see both views from the officers that were dealing with him publicly, talking to him face to face. At some point it does turn off, but usually when the interaction's over is when that happens. And that's why we're still looking. That's why we look at the entire process. That's why we check for JSO policy violations. I can't give you right now whether they turned it off at the right time or at the wrong time. This is my opportunity to share the information with the public, right? And so now we still continue to refer to the social media video when I just showed you body cam videos with much more information. Let's acknowledge that because that's important. The importance is I'm showing you the video, the body cam video from the entire incident from start until they had to turn it off or we stopped it for time, for time's sake.
Do you know if McNeil ever filed a formal complaint?
He did not. He did not.
He just said he did.
He never filed a formal complaint, which we'd have been all over it, if it had that been the case. But he did not. Right there.
So I just want to get back to the punch. This is just to be a yes or no question.
Wait, Eric.
I think it's funny too when people try to lock you into a yes or no. I mean, I understand if you're dancing around it, but like they just try to lock you. It's yes or no. That's
Eric,
it.
Are you going to tell me how to answer a question?
I'm just keep it simple.
All right, go ahead.
Was it appropriate for the officer to punch this guy in the jaw after he'd already broken the window? Was that yes or no? Was that appropriate?
It depends on the circumstances. But it's already determined it's not criminal. Now we're going to look for JSO policy violations. How about that? Is that good?
Well, if a civilian did that to another civilian, they would be in handcuffs.
No, not necessarily. It depends on the circumstances, the situation. I know that's how you want it.
It's Jacksonville, baby. It's crazy out there in some parts of Jacksonville.
I know there's a tendency to want to be some massive cover up that is not. That's why I'm here. I stand up, we talk to you about what happened, we give you what we can give you, then it's up to you guys to report it. But
do you think the public is going to buy that?
I don't know. My point is.
Do you think the black community is going to buy?
Oh boy, the black community.
Don't use the black thing. I'm a black.
You see how this is turning? I guess.
Point is.
Do you think the black community is going to buy?
Don't use the black thing. I'm a black man. Wait, hold on, Eric. Hold on.
You're a black man, but
hold on. Stop for a second. Because you're trying to be incendiary, and this is not the time for it. This is me sharing information with our public, right? The whole statements about the black issue. I wouldn't work here if we're after black men or black people, period.
Yeah, he's the sheriff. Come on, he's the sheriff. Now, some people, they feel the code once you're in the code of blue, race doesn't, as far as internally, it doesn't matter, white, black, whatever. Once you're inside, you're the code of blue. Some people feel that too.
I can tell you he wouldn't. I can tell you any other African American or black male or female that works here wouldn't work here if we're after.
He's lucky he's not white. Woof.
If our black citizens are under siege. Not the case. Not at all. I've been alive probably a little bit longer than you have. Haven't had any of these issues. You know why? Because if I was ever stopped by the police, which I was when I was a young man, and they asked me to do something, I did it. It's simple. Simple compliance. It doesn't rise. It doesn't get out of control. That stuff doesn't happen then. Do as we ask you to do. If you don't like the word compliance, just do as we ask you to do then, so that we can get finished. Then you tell us about it if you feel like your rights were violated, and we can deal with it. That's the way it should work. Every single time. Yes, ma'am.
The officer that has been stripping his authority, does he have a disciplinary history at all?
Not that I know of. We'd have to look, but I don't think so. We'll get you that answer.
Thanks, Clay. I think I might have played it.
Anyone else?
I saw your message.
Yeah, how long this internal investigation may take?
It's hard to tell, but we're trying to get it done as quickly as possible. There are other cases working, but we're trying to get it done as quickly as possible.
Okay, that was a press conference. Tomorrow, if there's nothing popping, we'll watch what Ben Crump had to say. They dropped this video. The prosecutors, I don't know if they're trying to make this more than what it is. I guess.
And now another perspective from a former prosecutor with more than 30 years of legal experience in Jacksonville. Our Sydney Deshawn is joining.
The thing is, I don't know. This guy had weed in the car. You know, it's not big of a deal, but it is considered illegal. Weed in the car, knife in the car, which I don't know. Like, aren't you allowed to carry your own shit, or do you have to? I gotta look at it with Florida knives. Okay. What if it's like a certain size? You can carry a knife in your car, but there are rules. Legal to carry. Common pocket knives, 4 inches. Work knives, utility knives, kitchen knives, chef knives, folding knives. Concealed weapon license required. Oh, it says you have to have a concealed. I have a concealed. I guess if you have a concealed, it covers everything, I guess it covers everything. These can be stored in your glove box, center console, or even carried on your person, if not concealed in a threatening way. Gray area. Fixed blade knives, large hunting knives. Oh, shit. I used to carry a machete with me all the time, just when I would go out a little bit in the woods. Large hunting knives. It's a gray area. Dirk, daggers, or other deadly weapons. To stay safe legally, keep it in plain view, like on a dashboard, encased bag or tackle box, under 4 inches, unless you have a carry concealed.
Us now, and so Sydney, shock. That's the word that this attorney says he felt while he was watching this video. Just shock. Tell us more.
Yeah, Jess, that's exactly right. He believes the incident is a clear situation that was a case of police brutality during what.
Oh my God. Now I'm wondering, did he react to the actual video or the 2-minute cell phone
video? Should have been a simple civil traffic stop. A traffic stop in Jacksonville is drawing national attention after cell phone and police body camera footage has come out. It shows Jacksonville sheriff's officers breaking 22-year-old William McNeil Jr.'s driver's side window and forcibly pulling him from his vehicle in February. Curtis Fallgetter, a former federal chief assistant prosecutor, calling the officers' actions disturbing.
It's a traffic stop, and have him bust out a window and then smack the young man in the jaw when he's got his hands up and he's being polite.
The sheriff's office says McNeil was pulled over for not having headlights on and not wearing a seatbelt. In the body camera video, the officer is heard telling the driver to get out of the car several times. The driver did not. They also told him they would break his window. Body camera video shows McNeil asking for a supervisor, and then police break his window.
The punch through the window is incredibly violent, and then they keep punching him when he gets out. Why? There's 4 officers, they're big guys, and he's not fighting them.
The arrest report states McNeil reached toward a knife on the car's floorboard, but Fallgetter says the videos do not show that.
Oh, is that what it said in the arrest report? Uh-oh.
Toward a knife on the car's.
And he's not fighting them.
The arrest report states McNeil reached toward a knife on the car's floorboard, but Fallgetter says the videos do not show that.
They're false claims. It's really a part of the efforts to justify what they've done. They beat up a young man. Let's look for everything we can to try to justify what we've done. No, the video is crystal clear. Hands are up. Knife's on the floor. He's not reaching for anything.
Sheriff T.K. Waters addressing the knife in a media briefing.
I'm not trying this case in front of the public. I'm trying to give the public the information in context of what happened. No one saw his hands at that point. Don't know what happened from there, but that's part of the investigative process.
Fallgetter says even if someone disagrees with police during a traffic stop, their safety should come first.
My advice to folks is if a cop tells you to do something, do it. Deal with it later.
Yeah, that's obvious. I think any common sense person would, all right, let's handle this, whatever.
But, you know, don't put yourself in any position where you're now in harm's way of being harmed by the officer.
McNeil's attorneys point to his injuries, including stitches and chipped teeth, as evidence of excessive force. The sheriff says the state attorney's office did not find the officer's actions violated the law, but Fallgetter disagrees, saying they assaulted the driver.
Those are civil citations where you should have gotten a piece of paper saying show up in court, not get beat up. To me, it's a clear case of police brutality.
Well, the problem too with this is that he closed his door back and just was saying, I'm not coming out. He did ask for a supervisor, so I don't know as far as that. Are they required to get a supervisor? How long, do they wait? But also, this is not California, so they're not going to do, in a lot of cases, they're not going to do this whole song and dance that California and some other states do. Okay, it's a standoff now. We're going to be here for 16, 20 hours, 2-3 days because you don't want to open your door. Like, they're not going to play that standoff game either. At some point, they're going to make a move. And it's dangerous times, man, because police are targets. And so you close on the door, you got a weapon in your car, you're being like, you got your tinted windows, you don't want to talk to them, you don't want to roll. I guess you said you can't roll your window down, you don't want to open the door, you slam it shut. I don't know what you're doing. He did at one point say, keep your hands where I can see them. The cop said that. So, and then your license is suspended, you got drugs in the car, and you got a knife. That I don't know if that knife falls in, do you have a concealed? Probably not. The cop punching him seemed excessive. Yes, I think the cop punching him seemed excessive. But, they said there's no criminal. He didn't do anything criminal, supposedly, so. What a mess. What a mess. Ghislaine Maxwell, by the way, I think she's meeting with the feds. Ghislaine says she's willing to talk. Deputy AG seeks Ghislaine meeting in Epstein investigation. Trump administration must submit more information in the Ghislaine Maxwell case, judge orders. Oh, things are getting spicy and dicey. Justice Department plans to reach out to Ghislaine for a meeting. They're going to have to offer her a deal of a lifetime. And I wonder, is she going to start singing everything? Or will there be certain restrictions? Well, okay, we'll give you this, but you don't say that, or don't mention this, or don't say that, and we'll sign this off. These people, you don't mention, or don't, nothing. How did they know he has a knife? It was on the body cam. They showed it in the bottom of the car. All right, I guess that's it for now, guys. I will catch you later. I hope you have a great day. Oh, I never went live. Did I go live? I didn't go live on, did I go live on? I think I did. X. I don't know. I'll catch you guys later. The day's early. It's young. I plan to do some updates later with the second channel, iCkEdMeL Clips. Make sure you subscribe. Do some updates later with some stories. See anything else going on? All right, I'll catch you guys later. Peace. Bloop, 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 bloop. Stay safe. Bye. Love you guys.